Hey guys, just wanted to let you know that this is an archived stream. If you want to come out and see me live, you could be in this chat, you could be up here in this little corner here. All you have to do is go to the link that's on screen, and whenever I'm live, you can come say hi. I'd love to see you there. Until then, on with the show. Hello everyone. Oh, why is it doing that? I know why it's doing that. That's why it's doing it. There we go. Much better. How's it going, guys? Weaver Gamer here. So, as you can probably tell, my camera is different. This is actually my old webcam, and let me see, I'm going to toggle something quick to see if I can show you. Let's do this, and yeah, this is my old camera that I was using, so if the resolution looks a little lower, that's why, but as you can see, yeah, my old camera's down there behind my mic. You actually can't see it because it's up by my windowsill. But the reason I have my camera like this for the start is because I want to explain what I'm doing. So I've already started working on this a little on my own. That's why it says attempts 2 up there, is I'm going to be doing my second attempt here. But yeah, look, I have this set up so I can do this. This is what we're going to be looking at with our camera for basically the rest of the stream, is what you see right. Oh, for goodness sakes. Yeah, sorry, I had this working perfectly fine, but in order for me to be able to have that really nice looking start, there we go. That is what I wanted it to look like right there. That is what you guys are going to be getting to look at the entire stream. So the reason I'm doing this, as you guys can probably see from the title, I am trying to beat Minecraft one-handed. And that's, I'm going to be using this hand here, clearly, not this one. I'm going to be setting it right here. Yeah. I am gonna try to move it around because in my previous attempt I just had it balled up the entire time and I could actually feel my hand starting to tense up from that. So I'm probably going to be moving it a little bit, but I'm going to be making sure not to do any game inputs with it because the rule is I can only do game inputs with my right hand, is with the one I've chosen since I'm right-handed. But yeah, and we're doing this on hardcore mode because apparently I hate myself. So if we die, that means that we have to start from scratch. Now, I have given myself some advantages because I've played the game for a long time, but that doesn't mean that I'm very good at the input aspect of it. So what we are doing is, instead of using the regular keyboard that's over here, you know, the WASD and stuff like that, in order to be able to properly do this with one hand and to do complex motions in the game, I am allowing myself a couple of different things. First off, I'm turning on auto jump. I know that's practically heresy in the Minecraft world, but for this run, it makes sense to do because otherwise a jump input's a lot harder to do if I'm using the mouse, for example. And then we're just going to reprogram a bunch of these. So we have 0 for our jump, sneak we're going to do 1, sprint we're going to do 3, and you guys can see me putting these in so you know I'm not doing anything fishy here. And we can do these standard options. Backwards will be 5, and forwards will be 8. So now I can control my forward and back like this, left and right like this. Jump is with my thumb, and then in order to excuse me, in order to use my mouse, I basically have to switch between one or the other. The only time I really have to have both at the same time is when I'm trying to do things like jump and place a block. There are a few instances like that to where it'll be kind of required that I do that. And then we're going to rebound to drop our item to 7, and we're going to rebind our inventory to 9. And then for these, there's bound to be some overlap. So we are just going to replace these with, I don't know, we're just going to replace these with all the buttons at the top here. I'm not going to need my chat for anything, so that shouldn't be a problem. And then that's still num9, there we go. So I just reprogrammed all of those, obviously. Swap item with offhand. I actually haven't really bothered using that one much. I'm trying to think if there's a reason I would actually need to do it. Just in case, I actually am going to program it as the plus button over here. Just in case I need it, I doubt I will be using it that much, and then there shouldn't really be anything else I have to reprogram. So there we go. We actually, under accessibility settings, we are toggling sneak and sprint so that we can better control ourselves that way. And my sound should be fine. Yeah, as we can see here, everything is fine. We'll actually turn on Minecraft music because I do like it. And hopefully it shouldn't be too loud. There we go. Just to give us a little bit of a background. Yeah, it's already on. I can hear it. The Minecraft music is so beautiful. So as you can see, this was my first attempt. Um, I died. I'll just let you know that much. Baby zombies are practically run killers on their own. Actually, I'm looking at my sound settings over on the side for my stream. We're definitely going to keep this music a little lower. Yeah, there we go. That looks much better. You guys will have to let me know if the sound is good. Alright, there we go. So, what I'm going to do to give myself a little bit more of an advantage is because I actually really liked this world. It wasn't a perfect start world, there wasn't a village or anything, but there were a couple things around that I've ended up finding that I want to be able to take advantage of. Lily Laser, how's it going? Alright, so this is going to be attempt 2. As you can see, I'm playing on hardcore, and it's locked on there, so I can't do cheats. You guys, I can't cheat the game, obviously. So, there's the proof in the pudding for you. All this is going to be unchanged. Is the Minecraft music a bit loud for you guys? I don't normally play with it on. I currently have it at 50%. Just let me know if it's a bit too loud, and I can lower it, obviously. This is the seed, in case you guys want to do it here. It's okay? Okay, glad to hear it. And there shouldn't be anything else I really have to show as far as I'm aware. I'm not running any data packs. Game rules haven't been changed. We should be good to go here. So, from here on out, this hand right here, left hand, is not allowed to do any game inputs. I have to play this game with basically what you saw me program here. That is all I'm allowed to use. And disclaimer, I do have a gaming mouse. Technically, it has 2 inputs over here that I could use. I don't know how to program them, though, so I haven't done that. In future attempts, maybe I can figure out how to program them properly, but as of right now, I don't know how to do that. Alright, so, as you can see, we have a pretty nice world here. I need to get a sense of where I am. Okay, so we're here. So the reason I like this world so much was over there. I don't have zoom because I'm not running Optifine. We're in 1.17.1, by the way, so that is why I don't have my shaders on or anything like that. This will help out with performance, I think. I don't want there to be lower frames on this. I want the performance to be as crisp as possible. As you can see, auto jump does make things easier. It's annoying, absolutely, but it is easier. Oh. Hello, foxes. I don't remember seeing you guys around here. Well, I mean, I'll take feathers. Not gonna complain about that. But cool, it's cool to have them around. That actually is kind of interesting. I had thought about foxes from my first attempt, but I never really did anything with them. So, the hardest things about this game, I can already tell you from experience and from what I hypothesized previously. Hardest thing about this game by far, ow, is combat. And berry bushes are also kind of a pain because you're constantly taking damage from them. And if a run is ended from dying on a berry bush, then I think there's a problem there. You don't want to do that. But yeah, combat is ridiculously hard. Creepers are awful because the best way of fighting creepers, I like to think I'm pretty good at fighting creepers because I'm able to usually take them out without them detonating because I'm able to sprint in, knock them back with my sword, fall back a little bit, and kind of repeat the process. In this version of the game we're playing, because I can't really move and attack at the same time reliably, I can't do that. My only way of taking care of creepers is with a bow, and if I don't have a bow, which I didn't in my first run, if I don't have a bow, what I have to do is I have to just get their attention, run them into water, and let them detonate and hope they don't kill me. That is my only reliable way of getting rid of them. What is that? There's something down there that I don't remember seeing from my first attempt. So as disclaimer, as I said, I am using the same world that I started with because I liked this world and I didn't want it to go to waste. And also I feel like this is an advantage I'm allowed to give myself considering how ridiculously hard it is to move and how easy it is to die in hardcore without the movement penalty, let alone with it like I have. So, I think using a world that I already started on in previous attempts, I think that is fair. And the chest doesn't really have anything good in it from what I remember. It's some iron nuggets, some golden nuggets, and a couple flint and steels. But there is something down there. We're gonna toggle sprint. Yeah, also swimming is a nightmare. Because you can't aim at the same time as moving, really, unless you have your mouse. So, okay, so this is just one of the drowned areas. So I'm actually going to run away. Because drowned are hard to fight regularly. Especially underwater. But also, the fact that I can't fight reliably, any combat situation, by far the best option is just going to be to run away. that is by far going to be the best option and the safest option, because if we don't do that, we could potentially have a dead run. It's that risky. And I'm actually just going to get rid of all of these, because in my previous run, I found this is a pretty good spot to set up a base, because you're essentially able to make a small bridge over to this island from that area. You can basically make a base inside of that little hill there. There's a pretty natural spot to do so. So you can then build a small bridge across. If you light this island up, you basically already have access to another portal there, and you have a good spot to set up a small farm, which will be good for keeping the run going, because obviously we can starve to death in this world, being on hardcore and all. So all that is stuff we have to keep in consideration. But like I said, combat's gonna be really hard. Building is way harder than it normally is, because you can't really move and reposition your mouse at the same time without extreme effort and difficulty. So, despite the fact that I really like to build, and I think that's one of my better talents in this game, this run is going to be seeing me probably not focus on building, making things nice. It's definitely going to be form over function for this. Again, there we go, we toggled sprint off. So that's certainly going to help us. Let's go ahead and start making some tools. It'll just be faster that way. And I've kind of gotten into the hang of how it works. We need some more planks. Alright, we're definitely going to start by going to get some resources. I should have made an axe, because I don't typically do the fancy crit methods that people tend to... Excuse me? Okay. Little bit of lag, but that's fine. If the lag is totally fine unless it ends my run, in which case the lag is the worst thing that's ever happened and it needs to die. Because that's how reactions work on the internet, right? Alright. And there we go. Tree. Eventually we're gonna have to go get some starting food, because these berries I need for being able to seed my early on berry farm, which means that we're gonna need some food to kind of last until the berries have grown. And we're also going to want things like potentially some leather armor just to start off with, some wool to make a bed to skip the night, because, like I said, any combat is way too dangerous for our liking. So we're going to toggle sprint, and that's going to allow us to get over here pretty quickly. But there's some animals over here. There's enough sheep to be able to get a bed. There's enough cows. Oh, gosh. Okay, yeah. I keep hitting one by accident, and that absolutely messes up my movement, because that's my sprint toggle, and that completely destroys any movement I had in the water. Alright, and the animals... I think, yeah, the animals are probably over here, from what I recall. So we'll be able to take advantage of them that way. Get enough wool for a bed, get some... I think we can probably get enough leather for leather boots if we're lucky, which really is not much. That's only a 4% damage reduction. Definitely not enough to save our run. But at the very least, it's something, albeit it's very not useful. So I found I could jump crit these guys. What I have to do is I have to go 0, bam. Oh, I missed it. I right clicked instead of left clicked. I'm really good at this game, as you guys can tell. So let's go to this sheep. Hi. Jump crit. There we go. I normally don't even do that, but for this, it's actually easier to do than chase them down. So it's gonna be probably my go-to for this run. We don't need the leather, so for now we can leave some of the cows. But Lily Laser, tell me about your day if you are still here. I'd love to hear about it. If you've done anything interesting today. I've just watched anime basically the whole day, so I haven't really done anything interesting. But I'd love to hear if you've been up to anything cool. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so we have a decent bit of food to start. I'd like to get a few more cows. I want to leave enough around that we could have a cow farm in the future if we actually bother doing that. It would require a lot of farms, and I don't know if I want to keep this run super long, because the longer we keep this run going, then the more likely I am to either die or mess something up, which would mean that we'd have to start over, and obviously we don't want to do that. It's been okay, not much happened. Yeah, it's all good. Yeah, it happens. There we go. Alright, we have enough leather for leather boots. There are enough cows around that we can leave them be. We have wool for a bed. Now we'll want to grab some coal and get our base going, because it's already past noon, so we need to book it here. There's enough coal here that we can get started. We'll maybe want to mine, or we'll maybe want to chop a few more trees. We could take care of the trees that are still on the starting island, and that'll help us out quite a bit. Alright, we gotta reposition for this. There we go. Auto jump is definitely a lifesaver here. I'm not cheating, by the way. I'm scratching my nose, so obviously that my hand wasn't near any game inputs, but I feel like I should still let you guys know because some people are gonna say, "Oh, I'm sure he's cheating off camera. He probably has someone playing with a controller as a backup." No, I don't know enough people that I'd actually be able to have someone do that for me. Jokes aside, yeah, no, I'm not cheating. If I wanted to cheat, I could do this in probably 2 attempts or something silly like that. But I don't really do Minecraft challenges, so that's why this is so. This is why this is so very not professional looking in comparison to some of the other stuff I've set up, in my opinion, because I'm not experienced with Minecraft challenges, and I don't even know if people have done this already. Maybe people have, but frankly, I don't care if they have, because my skill level is different enough from other Minecrafters in terms that I'm definitely a casual player, albeit a casual player who's played a lot, to where the challenge is still really difficult for me, even if other people have already proven it possible. It still may not be impossible for me. So that is my logic there. Although I probably still could have done my research, but you get what I'm saying. But yeah, playing on 1.17 really isn't going to do much for us. All it's going to add, really, that we'll be able to take advantage of is copper. Because, I mean, the tempered glass, or whatever it's called, the shaded glass, whatever it is, tinted glass, I think, is probably what it's actually called. We can't really use that. There's nothing to take it... Oh, it's getting dark. We're going to finish this coal vein, then we're getting out of here. Because we have to get inside before it gets dark. Like, monsters are awful in this run. So let's get back over there. Swim, please. Go, 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 go. And we have enough berries and food that we can afford to sprint a little bit. We just have to get out of harm's way here. There we go. But yeah, have you guys ever tried any Minecraft challenges before? As I've said, I've never really tried any kind of Minecraft challenge before. Not a speedrun or anything. I'm the kind of person who puts hundreds, if not thousands of hours into their worlds. So it's never really been my kind of thing. But I understand that some people really find it enjoyable. So, just curious. Okay, we're going to need to do something to keep the monsters out. We could put this here. We're technically safe. Oh, it doesn't feel that way, but we are. And I know it's really dark. I can't see anything either. Let's just quick do this, because I actually have coal this time around. I want to say last time I just made charcoal or something, but I didn't chop enough trees this time around, so I'm having to resort to charcoal. Or, I'm having to resort to just the coal I already mined. And yeah, I feel like over time, being able to use this world more and more, we'll be able to optimize this run to where I think we actually will be able to do it. It's just a matter of pulling it off is really the challenge here. And I'm actually not going to sleep first night simply because I want to get a mine shaft going. And we have enough, get some food cooking, stuff like that. And then in the morning we can go plant some berries, and that's going to be what we're doing here. Oh, my crafting table is the door. That wasn't the best place to put that probably, but that's okay. We're going to get our furnace. We're going to have all of this stuff here. Our bed will go there. Nice and simple. I do want to raise the roof a little bit. Oh, well, okay. That's nice. And there we go. Let's make a couple more tools. Now that we actually have some stone, we can make some nicer tools here. And the only thing that's going to be able to hurt me in this situation is a baby zombie or a skeleton, so let's... Actually, I am still extremely scared of baby zombies. Now that I say that... slab. Wait, no. There's a way to protect against baby zombies. If we do that, there's no way a baby zombie can get in now, and I'm going to eventually kind of make a little bit of an airlock. In fact, I could actually start working on that now. Perhaps I should. First, we're going to start cooking some of this beef, just to at least get that going. And we'll raise the roof a little bit more, because why not? Make it a little easier to live in here. I don't think I can raise this stuff up. Oh, no, I can. I will then. Maybe not this area. Like I said, I'll eventually make this into a really good airlock. But for now, it hasn't happened. Whoa, gaming suit. How's it going, man? I hope you're doing all right. Yeah. How you doing, man? I am trying to do a Minecraft challenge, and that is not what I have conventionally done with Minecraft, so that is why it doesn't really seem like I know what I'm doing. Clearly. There we go. 4% damage reduction isn't going to be much, but like I said, it's something. We could use a bed and a chest. Why have I not made a bed yet? We probably should sleep just so that more monsters don't spawn, but, you know, I'm not doing that. Let's see. So we're going to have this. Door. So, that would mean that the official room would start here. So bed can go over here. And then we could bring this around, put the bed there. And once that furnace is cooked, we'll start moving it around and reorganizing this place. Make it a little better. Yeah, but this place doesn't need to look too nice. I wish I could invest the time to make it look nice, but considering I'm probably going to die anyway, I'm not going to bother making that kind of investment, if that makes sense. Oh, no, we can't do that. Like I said, if a baby zombie gets in here, we're dead. Put that back, thank you. Alright. Let's see, egg. And yeah, our mine shaft will go here. Looks like the beef is basically done cooking. Let's just finish that off. And then we'll put a door there, and a door over here. There we go. We can use the special door method to actually make an effective airlock. So we'll use our stone for that. That's a good investment. Less likely to get blown up by a creeper. This is our airlock. Oh, come on. I need to use something. There we go. Something without that right-click function. And that has made the crafting table really hard to get to, but you guys will understand my reasoning here in a second. Okay. We're gonna... Oh, wrong. We're gonna do this, and then we're gonna do that. What? Hang on. What? Where's my door? Okay, it's there. That was weird. Don't you just love Minecraft bugs? Alright, there we go. Okay, yeah, so that, I think, is how we want that. Let's get out of this mode. Yeah, there we go. That's exactly how we want that. So now we'll be able to have... Yes. Actually, no, we'll have it a little closer here. We'll have it more facing this way. I think that'll make for a more effective system, because there's a little bit more space inside the airlock now, which is good. And then we will have another door on the other side over there. I just am not immediately going for it because it's dark out. So let's actually sleep. And because getting this set up is going to be pretty important, because then we can obviously move our crafting table to a better spot. Alright, we need to take a quick peek. It's not looking like any monsters spawned over there. We are on hardcore, so they definitely should be spawning. Okay. I messed that up again, didn't I? Yeah, I did. And it needs to be on the other side. So what we're going to do here is we're going to untoggle this and just run. Oh. Because if there was anything up on that ledge there, for example, if a creeper was up there, it drops down on us, we're instantly dead. Why did no monsters spawn? I felt like it was night for a decent amount of time. That's interesting to me. Okay, we do have our sprint off. That... Don't know, I, for some reason, could not tell, which is silly of me. There we go. Alright, so we toggle our sprint back off. And let's actually go ahead and get more of a setup here. Alright, let's get the furnace, the crafting table. We're gonna close that. I don't know why. I shouldn't have left it open. That's prime baby zombie territory right there, just leaving a door open like that. There we go. And we should get a chest going. Actually, let's use our space intelligently. Oh, that's the wrong button. I keep switching between 5 and 2 for my key bindings here on walk backwards. And for some reason, every time I change, I keep thinking it's the other option, and that is throwing me off quite a bit. There we go. And then we can do chest. There we go. Awesome. I'd say this is a pretty efficient use of space. Our airlock is set up here. We can have our staircase down into our mine going like so. And this should work pretty well for us, I think. For the time being, let's do... We're going to go ahead and cook up this mutton, just to have it. We're going to go plant our berry bushes, chop some trees, the whole 9 yards. And the rest of this we want on us for now, so we will keep things like that. I do want to make as many slabs just for the time being as I can. These will become useful for our berry farm. And let's go out our airlock here. Boop. And boop boop. We just want an extra level of security against zombies. A fence gate could potentially be better, because then we can actually see out of it. And that's definitely something to consider. It's just not something I have done at the time for the time being, but yeah, I can always improve that airlock in time. I could always do a redstone torch key or something so there's no way that anything's getting in. Because I think a baby zombie... Well, actually, the baby zombie I don't think would break that door down, because the way things currently are, I used that door trick to where if you place the door in what would conventionally be the open position, when you use that door, it goes to what we would see as closed, but the game is technically registering it as open, so the zombies shouldn't try to break it, as far as I'm aware. Now, granted, maybe I am wrong, but I believe that is how that trick operates. Yeah, what we're gonna have to do now is get a lot of wood, a lot of torches, just light up this entire island, make a bridge over here just so we don't have to swim, because the less we have to swim, the better. It's just harder to navigate in the water. And yeah, we should be able to make this place our own. It's just, we just have to be very careful. Any death is an unwelcome one, because we have to start all over. And frankly, I don't want to have to start over, as you can probably imagine. I'm trying to think. I haven't really explored too much of the mountains up there. Perhaps I should, because maybe there's a better spot for a farm that I just haven't seen. This one has just been servicing me perfectly fine for the time being. It's not bad by any means. It's just, it's passable. Let's go. I think we're going to need 2 for this. From the looks. Yeah, we needed 2. There we go. And yeah, this should take care of all the trees over here. We can light this area up. I think we already cleared all of the dirt. Yeah, we did, so it's a level area. Now we can start planting berries, going wild. I can't shift click, unfortunately, because my toggle shift doesn't work when you're in the inventory for some reason. So I can't use that method. Sad, I know. I need to place that. What am I doing? All right, there we go. We need a lot of slabs for this idea that I have. First off, let's go ahead and make our bridge, which we want, I think, here. Well, it's not going to be perfectly centered, but I think this spot would probably be better. It's not perfectly centered with our door, but it works. All right, so we're going to just toggle shift here, and... Oh, that was a sapling hitting the water, I think. I was worried there was some monster in the water, and it was going to freak me out. Okay. Yeah, this isn't particularly easy for us. We have to do something like this. This is the easiest I can build with these things. To put things into context for you guys, this is not going to be necessarily an easy run the way I have set this up. Now that we've done 1, though, we should be able to just build off of what we have, just like this. Should be much easier now. It's just swimming would make things pretty difficult, so we're not going to worry about it. What do I have 2 toggled to, actually, now that I think about it? I have 5 obviously toggled for backwards, so I can't think of what this would be toggled as, or what 2 would be set as. I know it's something, obviously, but I'll have to figure that out over time. We'll figure it out eventually. Eventually we'll hit it, and it'll do something important, and we'll realize, oh, that's what 2 was. I wish I had known that an hour ago, as you do sometimes. Alright, there we go. 11 more torches. That should be enough to light up this island, as far as I can tell. I mean, we have 54 torches. That'll probably be fine. Go. Just make plenty of slabs. And yeah, time to lay out our berry farm. So let's see. The dirt here is going to be the best spot to do it, so let's space this out accordingly. We'll put a row here. And doot. We're gonna move through it right now because it shouldn't hurt us. It's not fully grown. Oh, I missed one. There we go. That's why something was off. Okay. 2, 3. There we go. Alright, so that's already 32 berries. That's probably going to be enough for us, but I will do one more. Just because 40's a decent amount. A full harvest of that can easily get us over a stack. Potentially 2 stacks if we're lucky. So, yeah, see, one is already grown. These things are ridiculously good for food sources. Albeit slightly dangerous and not the easiest thing to pick up. Oh, okay, well, they have to leave. Report. And granted, I will be using my left hand to report the bot. Let me be clear about that. Because it's just faster that way. It's a bot. This is not invalidating the run because it's not a game input. There we go. Okay. That should take care of them. There we go. We reported them, blocked them, and timed them out. So hopefully we don't have to worry about that now. And then berry. Give me that berry. We need to get these slabs going to actually protect us from these. It's not the safe. Berries are not the safest food source. Admittedly, you have to have a slight bit of protection against them, but we can easily implement that. That's not a problem. There we go. Boop. Very nice, very, very nice. And then we'll put a torch in there. Oh, I had my hand slightly off. And let's just go around lighting this place up. The safer this is for monsters, the better. Now, granted, I'm not going to be out at night all the time because 1, phantoms, 2, and being out at night at all in hardcore mode is dangerous. Essentially, no matter what you do, you're risking death. That's just how hardcore operates. But as things currently will stand, if by lighting this up will simply mean that if we come back up from, or if we come outside and we let a night cycle pass, for example, let's say we were down mining, ideally there won't be monsters up here that we have to clear out. Because just from that first run, trying to get rid of 2 creepers almost killed me. And I was in the water. If I had actually tried to fight them on land, I know I would have died, so. And you know what, we should probably get rid of these. I don't need to take any chances. There is lava around. There's 1 or 2 pools of it here. There we go. And then let's do this. Let's just put a dirt block here. It's not perfect, but I don't like that water flowing. Oh, it's getting dark. Quick. Torches. Torch. We can allow it to get slightly dark, because that'll allow us to see what we have to light up. But, okay. Interesting. Well, we can work with this. Let's get out of here. Ooh, yeah, we have to light this up for sure. We absolutely want the bridge to be safe. If the bridge isn't safe, what's the point? There we go. Torch. 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 Yeah, this is about the easiest way I can do torches, and eventually I may find some optimized way of for a control scheme. But for now, this is what I'm stuck with, and this is why I will die in any combat situation should one actually arise, because this is ridiculously hard to do. And we slept somewhat recently, so phantoms won't be a problem. Get out of the water, please. Any dark areas on the island? This one is somewhat dark. I could F3, but I feel like that leaves me in a somewhat vulnerable position, so I'm not going to do that. And there we go. Yeah, whatever. Not taking any chances. This all looks pretty safe, I would say. We're not fully done, obviously. We need to take care of this area up top. But it's certainly passable in terms of safety, I would argue. Go. Oh, that's a drowned. Get out of here, get out of here, get out. Oh gosh, oh my gosh. The magma block scared me so bad. Oh, okay, yeah, so there... That is a downside of being by the water. If we leave it to be nighttime, drowned will spawn, and that's just... Actually, I have found a flaw in this airlock. It's actually going to be really hard to get through here. If there's a mob around shooting at me, like what's about to happen. Oh, gosh, That was actually really nerve-wracking. It may not have looked like it to you guys, but... Oh, my gosh. Itching my nose again. There we go. Ow. Oh. Okay, yeah, let's fix that. I could see how that could be a problem. Yeah, there's the skeleton that was hanging out there before. Okay, now we don't have to worry about that being a problem. Oh yeah, you can hear him up there. He's not a friendly boy. Okay, let's just... We have our dirt. Maybe I use gates instead of doors. These things are just hard to use. Yeah, let's make a gate. That way I can at least see out one that way. We don't need both to be gates, but at least one of them should be. And then we'll make this a pressure plate, just so that it's easier to leave. Come on. There we go. That's probably a more improved version of the airlock. There we go. Untoggle. Run like all day, run like my life depends on it, because it does. Ooh, a bone. A couple, actually. I mean, may as well go grab those, right? And house is there, clearly. In case I had any doubt of where my house was. Good grief. Let's see here. Oh, there was iron right there the whole time. I haven't seen that yet, somehow. Hello? Creepers? Are you up here? I'm hoping not. So if you answer, then that's bad. Okay. There is a skeleton down there. Oh, wow. Actually, there's a decent bit of flat space over there. I may have to go consider that. I know I shouldn't be getting into combat situations, but I feel like I need to get rid of this guy. Just because he is around. Oh, skeletons are going to be able to knock me back. This is going to be a pain. He's on fire. I can just leave him be. I can leave him be. He should... Wowzers! Oh, are you kidding me? Fighting one monster means death. Oh my gosh. I hit him a couple times with a sword. Are you kidding me? Alright, well, now that the run's over, I'm going to use my left hand just to move around. Gosh, dude. Yeah, that is what you don't let any monsters spawn, because they will kill you. Well, that was a slightly shorter run than my first one, actually. I was hoping to do better. It turns out I did worse. Oh yeah, there's glow squids down there, by the way. Isn't that cool? Glow squids. Haven't done anything with them yet, because there's really nothing to do with them. But, I'm not gonna cheat, obviously, by flying around and looking for things. I simply wanted to show off this area a little bit more. Man, that's a bit unfortunate. Alright, let's go ahead and modify this real quick to say 3 attempts, because this will be a 3rd attempt. Bummer, man. Okay. Let's go ahead and there's that one. We can get rid of that. Why do I have all these? Do I need these? We're not gonna bother. One-handed attempt 3. Gosh, this is hard stuff, man. Maybe it's not hard for you. It's hard for someone like me who is not exactly proficient when it comes to things like Minecraft combat. So, yeah. not the easiest thing. But, yeah, this is a good example because I haven't died on camera yet, except for there. I recorded, obviously, because I want to make this into a video eventually, but this is an example. Okay, well that... I don't think there's ever any way to save that chicken, turns out. They just seem to die immediately. Their fate is as sealed as Aerith from Final Fantasy VII. I think that's right. Admittedly, I haven't played the game, but that is... I mean, it feels like... I'm pretty sure that's quite a famous thing from Final Fantasy VII, so... I feel pretty safe in making that comparison. Oh, gosh. Yeah, Lily Laser, you've witnessed an unfortunate death. We're gonna have to recover now, and that's the unfortunate thing. I should probably get rid of these once I've harvested them, just so that I don't die on them in the forest at some point. Yeah, but the hardcore, essentially playing with one hand tied behind my back, it makes the game difficult. I know you wouldn't have imagined that, but, yeah, it actually is difficult. So, who would have thought? Alright, yeah, we definitely want to get to iron. We definitely want to get a full set of armor as soon as possible. Iron is definitely preferred. Some form of feather falling would be nice, but obviously that's a little more later game. Gosh. Fighting in the Nether in the end are going to be absolutely awful. Wait a second. Why am I not auto-jumping? There we go. Guess I need a little bit of momentum. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to doing that. But, obviously, eventually, if we want to beat this run, we'll have to. The Nether, I have no idea what I'm going to do about the Nether. Because water, you can't have water in the Nether, obviously, unless you have a cauldron. And setting that up and trying to save yourself from burning with that takes way more coordination than I have for this run, obviously. The end, I think, will be slightly more manageable. If I bring enough water buckets, I can just cover the entire end with water. And then if the Ender Dragon launches me up, I can just land in water. Ideally, that could help keep me safe. And if I have enough food, arrows, and things like that, ideally, I'd be able to win in that situation. Alright, we're gonna run a slightly different, start this time around. What I'm gonna try to do is, I'm actually gonna grab a pickaxe and go start on the, base over here, actually. Come back with the stone. And then from there... Oh, you have a feather. And then from there, I will use the stone tools to get a little bit more ahead. Faster, ideally. That's my plan, at least. Then I don't have all the wood tools. Maybe that's a better optimization of day one. I don't know. I feel like it is. Go. Yeah, but I have to think of a better way to have this airlock set up. Because the baby zombie thing is obviously annoying. There's gotta be a better... Because we can't just do a wooden door, obviously. That simply will not do. Because the zombies could break that down. In which case, I am no longer safe. So we have to find a better alternative. And I know there's one out there. I just have yet to come upon the idea. A stone button could potentially be a nice way of securing entry, but that requires a bit more coordination than I would have. Yeah. Turns out playing Minecraft one-handed makes a lot of somewhat mundane things a little harder. So we'll have to get a little creative. Go on. I have sprint toggled. Man, they really want these fish, don't they? Alright, there we go. Untoggle that. And now I should be able to make stone tools earlier than I did before. This could allow me to get some wood faster. I can still basically one-shot the animals if I do the jump crit or whatever it's called, so that doesn't really matter. Gosh, whenever you only have one hand to use, you suddenly get a lot of suddenly get a lot of itches that you have to scratch. Who would have thought? I guess it's just the pressure getting to me, right? Why do I hear a baby zombie already? If my run gets ended in the middle of the day, I'm going to be very annoyed. There must be a cave right beneath where we are. But yeah, that's how my first run got ended, was baby zombies. They are awful. Turns out there's actually, there happened to be a zombie dungeon off where my strip mining was. And it was completely on accident that I found it. I just heard an insane amount of zombies, thought, there's either a cave or a dungeon here. Decided to go look for it. Found a dungeon. And I was in the process of lighting it up, because I had to be very careful because there was a creeper in there. But I realized all too late that mining a block out to get rid of a torch allows a baby zombie to get out. And, yeah, safe to say that run was over. which is kind of sad because I had actually found a good bit of iron already. I didn't have the opportunity to make any armor, which I probably, knowing that there was a dungeon nearby, I probably should have gone back and made the armor. That probably would have kept me alive. Maybe. But, yeah. The more you learn, right? It's a learning process, this run. There we go. I doubt we'll have the leather. We have 3. There are quite a few cows around here. I think we can safely kill one more. If he holds still long enough. There we go. Alright, leather boots. The leather boots really have not been doing much for me. Maybe I should just save the leather for something else. But what else would we really need, if you think about it? What else is leather useful for in an actual run like this? Not, obviously you have item frames for decoration, but that's not really much. I mean, you could be used for bookshelves eventually. That's something. But we need a lot of leather for that, and that basically just holding onto it for that long doesn't feel like it'll be that useful. But yeah, obviously the leather boots are just not worth making because they have not saved me once whenever I've made them. So, oh wait, did I kill an extra sheep by accident? Whoops. Well, hopefully there's enough sheep around that we'll be able to farm them later. Hopefully I didn't just ruin that. All right. Now we can go start clearing out the starter island. While we're here, though, let's grab some coal real quick. This may be a better route. We'll have to see. Ooh, there's a cave up there. We'll stay somewhat clear of that. Frankly, I don't trust it. Because if a zombie sets me on fire, then I'm just even more likely to die, which I'm already quite likely to die anyway. Because just because of my sheer incompetence. So we don't want to give the zombies any more advantages than they already have. Just by existing, they have a sheer advantage over me. Yeah, but we're not going to need too much coal here. We just need a little bit to get started. And then strip mining will allow us to probably find more. I'm not too concerned. We just need to get iron armor as quickly as possible. The instant we can get iron armor, assuming we don't do some stupid mistake like jumping off the top of a mountain, like what we did that other run around. Although I would more blame the skeleton arrow knocking me off than just me jumping off. But anyway, unless I make some stupid error, if we can get iron armor, that is going to significantly. That's like a watershed moment for a run. If you can get iron armor, your run is immediately more likely to be considered feasible. Or completable, I guess would be a better way of putting it. Alright, so yeah, 4, that's not much for now, but at least that's technically iron boots, so that is something, although not really a good something. That's copper. We don't need copper in this run. I mean, I suppose I could just rest my hand on my lap, couldn't I? I could just have it sitting over here. Because I clearly can't do anything. But I feel like having it on the table would be better. I don't know. I'm learning in these runs as I go, clearly. Alright. There's iron over here somewhere. Somehow, it took till my second run to see that. Because this was here on my first run, obviously. I just didn't see it. Which surprises me that I did not notice. There we go. It's a little bit more. We need 24, obviously, for a full set. 7 is a start. We can get some copper. We don't need it immediately because it's not going to be really useful for us at all. But it could be nice later. If we can find a geode, getting a spyglass could be nice. Just for scouting out with monsters. I don't see it being too useful, but it could be something. And we're not going to... we may as well go start on this. We don't really have much time to get over there, though, so what I think I'll do is I'll just chop a tree over here, sleep, and then I'll dedicate my second day to getting that starter island all established. That seems like a better use of my time than risking letting monsters spawn. At least that's the idea. These can go... Gosh, even things as simple as tree farming are actually somewhat difficult. There we go. But yeah, this is, having never really tried Minecraft challenges before this has been fun. Now, granted, this is This is a bit more of a tedious one. It's not like just a Minecraft speedrun or something. This is a bit more... This is just a bit more time consuming, so... Watch as people have already done this easily, and it's done so often that it's a speedrun category or something, and I'm so out of the loop that I have no idea. I could see that happening. You know what? I am so confident that we'll be okay. Fence gate. Boop. Fence gate time, baby. And if I make this tunnel long enough, then we'll be safe. We'll just make it an additional length. Nothing major. Just like that. We'll do that. This will allow us to get some early on lighting. And we can go ahead and make some torches, like so. Bam. There we go. A bed. We are rocking and rolling, ladies and gentlemen. Bed. Let's raise the roof a little bit, just so we don't suffocate in it. It's good not to suffocate. Who would have thought, right? I'll extend this. I still don't feel entirely safe with this setup, but it's something. Nothing can get in at the very least. Skeletons could potentially shoot in, so we would ideally want to have our stuff over on this side so that they can't shoot at us from that angle. Okay, so this is a safe area. Torches, please. There we go. Our mine shaft can go down from a certain point. I'm thinking past the bed makes the most sense this time around. I don't know. Actually, we should be sleeping. We shouldn't be letting monsters spawn. I don't know what I'm doing. And yeah, see, it dropping me off right there by the door is also not great. We will have to figure something out for that, because that is not ideal. Let's go ahead and make a quick chest. Come on. There we go. Luckily, I can still do some things decently easily in this mode. We'll just do that. Then we can put away the leather, the wool, the egg, the copper we don't really need. The iron we'll put away because we're cooking the mutton right now, although I'll definitely want to cook that up into some iron to start making some armor. That is definitely going to be what we want to do. Okay, we're safe. And we can leave that open, it doesn't really matter. We could put a pressure plate on the inside, and then leaving would be really easy. Getting in would be a bit more difficult. Considering the way this run is set up, if we want a good airlock, we have to find some way of making it to where we can get in basically without having to click anything, but monsters can't. Which that's actually one of the more difficult aspects, is how would you make something like that? I'm sure there is one, obviously. It's not coming to my head immediately. There we go. Yeah, I'm sure it's out there. I just have to think of it. But yeah, if we can come up with something like that, I think we'll be looking good. We'll be sitting pretty. Yeah, just optimizing movement and combat is really going to be the hard part of this run. Just because that's never really because you can always optimize with two hands when you play regular Minecraft. It's not something you think about. In this situation, it clearly is. So yeah, we'll have to manage. And obviously, we'll want to go grab some more iron at some point. I shouldn't be putting that off. I really should be. We're gonna need 2 for this tree, from what I recall. I have to also organize my hotbar a little better. It's kind of a mess at the moment. My tools are organized properly, obviously. The thing is, there's really no need to quote-unquote organize it, because normally I organize it so I can... For example, my sword's always in 1, my pickaxe is always in 2, shovel is always 3, stuff like that, to where I can use my numbers at the top of my keyboard to toggle between tools immediately. But since I don't have that option for this run, I basically just have to use my scroll wheel. So I guess it doesn't really matter where things are. It's just something I'm so accustomed to that I just do it out of habit. Alright, this tree is... Why did I not finish chopping this tree down? What was I doing that I did not finish chopping this tree down? Clearly I was not paying attention. Come on down, log. There we go. Let me see. And by the way, actually, for this run, I'm clearly not going to beat this the way I'm playing right now. Clearly it's not going to happen. So, what I wanted to at least mention was that I may stream this more in the future. People want to see a continuation of it, but if not, I'm gonna be continuing just on my own, like I've been recording previously with my first attempt, because it's all recorded, and it was originally just in video format. But this is also another way of me getting the footage for it, and it allows you guys to see kind of my process as I'm doing it, because later on I'll just be dubbing over my voice anyway. But yeah, if I end up streaming this in the future and you see I suddenly have more attempts or something, or that I am mid through a different attempt, that's just because I was doing more attempts on my own already. And if that ends up happening, I'll have to catch you up to speed on the stuff I've done. But yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know about that in case I end up streaming this more in the future. It'll depend on if people actually want to see it. We'll have to see what people think. There we go. All right, and let's just start getting rid of this. We really need to plant the berries. I don't know why I haven't started doing that. I've just been building the bridge, which arguably is the least important part of this. The more attempts I do, the more optimizations I will find. I clearly have not found all of them yet, as I am still doing this. Let's see. Maybe I don't even have to get rid of that for the start of this farm. I could probably squeeze all of it in on the side, and it wouldn't matter. But let's go ahead and do this. Because I'm clearing these out anyway. I know I could technically leave them since they're fully grown berry bushes, but I want this area to be a bit more uniform. Ow! So I don't have things like that happen. I could also implement a kind of wall so that the berries stay where I want them to. So for example, if I start the farm here, we can go like so. And this will at least, at the very least, it'll look a bit more uniform, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now it'll all be a bit more flush. We can squeeze torches in a bit better. Maybe this will look a bit better. I'm not obviously doing this all for looks, because building for looks in a hardcore run where you're really likely to die because of you've limited your controls, building pretty doesn't make sense. Building smart does, obviously, but this is both, and I am proud to say that it's both. All right, and then we can get rid of this. We can chop down this tree, and then we can probably start getting to work on lighting up this area, because we have a decent number of torches. We have plenty of coal to make more, and in fact, that's what I'm going to use the remainder of my coal doing. I almost started to use my left hand there to do a shift click, because I'm so used to doing that. Gosh, once I am done with this run, or once I give up on this run, which either comes first, I will probably have drilled this so much into my mind that playing regular Minecraft again is just not going to be the same. I'll have ruined myself somehow. Maybe we scooch this back a couple blocks. I feel like we should. This does not... Having this so close to the bridge is a bit claustrophobic, in my opinion. And we do lose a couple berries, obviously. It's not the biggest loss in the world, though, so no biggie. We can very easily get them back eventually. And we have enough food to where if I make a couple mistakes, we still have time for the berry farm to be seeded properly. Which means we have to readjust the middle for... Oh gosh, there we go. And now we can start laying in all the other stuff. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, 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 boop. The sound effects are very important, yes, before you guys ask. They're very important. And then, well, we have enough for 3 more rows, so we can have 40 just like before. There we go. And the torch pattern will continue as we had done previously. Like so. I think I toggled sprint by accident at some point there. That's fine. Oh, wait. Oh, that was stupid. Now I'm not going to have enough to finish this. Wait, do I? Oh, would you look at that? I had exactly enough. Well, that is quite nice, actually. Alright, and there we go. I'm just trying so hard not to die again. I know I can't actually die here, although the instant these start growing, they will hurt me. But every time I die, it's just annoying, because then I have to redo all the work. That's just to incentivize me to not die constantly. And to make the run harder, because why not, right? If I built up a huge supply of resources, then this run this run would hit a terminal velocity at some point to where I could just... Oh, we're gonna need another set of these. To where I could just keep replenishing really easily, and it wouldn't be that big of a loss if I died. It would be, you know, a couple hours maybe worth of getting stuff back, but it wouldn't be, for example, if I got to the end, died, and had to start over. That's clearly a very different type of run. Oh, I have not played it with Minecraft music in so long that the Minecraft music coming on actually freaked me out a bit. Which is a shame, because the Minecraft music is beautiful. I just don't play with it as very much now, because more often than not, I am recording or streaming when I'm playing Minecraft, just because of the way I'm investing my time recently. So, just having it on doesn't make sense. I get if that makes sense. I'm roundabout here. Hear me out. It's very roundabout. All right, lighting up this stuff like so is a start. We can't afford to... Oh, okay. Haven't seen that happen yet somehow in all my previous attempts. Now, granted, I don't have that many attempts, so it's not a huge sample size, but you get what I'm saying. Alright, let's go light this area up. We just want this entire area to be... We can't 100% mob-proof it all unless we wanted it to look absolutely hideous with carpets and stuff like that. And frankly, I don't want to do that. Plus, it's also really expensive, resource-wise. But, at the very least, I want to be reasonably confident that we don't have to worry about monsters in the area. There we go. We can put one up there. Just kind of light up the tops of the hills around here. Put one there. That is a decent amount of lighting up. Let's go in here. Somehow I don't really have a lot of light in there. We're definitely going to do a wooden pressure plate. Like so. Sleep. We should be safe. I'm just itching my nose. Bam. And let's go ahead. Where's my iron? Let's go ahead and cook that up. Although we do need charcoal now. Wrong chest. There we go. We can at the very least get a chest plate with this, which will be very nice to have. We can make more charcoal with that. And then once it's a little later, we can start cooking up the iron. I very nearly almost kicked the power out on my computer because the cable is right down where I rest my feet. That's probably not smart what I have done, but it is what I have done, so I have to just deal with it now. And I'm running at an angle because I can't bother changing the angle right now, because then I have to stop everything I'm doing, just like that. See? I have to stop everything that I'm doing, and who wants to do that, right? Theoretically, I could just slab this whole thing. That would be the safest route, but that would not look good. I could make it look good. I could turn this into a pier, but the problem is, I build pretty in this game, and I build fancy in this game. And if I start going down that road, then I'm going to start making stuff, I'm going to make really nice looking stuff, and then just immediately die and lose it all. Which is obviously not the route I want to take. I want all the time I invest in each attempt to be at least partially progressing, or at least partially making progress towards our end objective, which, as you guys obviously know, is getting to the credits, basically. What is the common conception of beating Minecraft, if you will. Even though Minecraft doesn't officially have a end game or anything like that. There we go. And boop, 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 boop. This is pretty well lit up. I feel pretty confident that monsters wouldn't spawn here. Let's do that, just to make myself slightly more confident. And let's actually harvest some berries. The berries is a slightly easier thing to do, because I can move forward and do this. Having torches in my hand does make it less effective. So let's get something like an axe in my hand. That's not gonna have that problem. I think I got all of these. I didn't get that one. Yeah, because I have those backs on them now, though, I'm completely safe while doing this. So I can just run, and if I don't mess up my inputs, obviously, I can pretty reliably get berries. I say pretty reliably because, obviously, it's not 100% reliable, because my control scheme in this mode is absolute garbage. So you really can't get 100% reliable and still have it be convenient. Alright, and then we can go to the other side to pick up that berry. Get that. We are... Yeah, okay. 21 berries is pretty good for now. The island's pretty much lit up. I'm feeling pretty good. Let's go... Actually, instead of a chest plate, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to make an iron bucket. I'm going to make a bucket and an iron pickaxe, just so that while we're down mining, we can actually get some of those more valuable resources. Because if we find diamonds, we obviously want to use them. So there we go. We'll have to make more charcoal probably for torches, so we have to keep that in mind. Let's take a quick moment to organize our inventory. We want our crafting table pretty much always available. Wood can just go up there. We don't need to have slabs on us, although slabs could be useful for when we get to the zombie dungeon and have to keep baby zombies from getting out, but still having access to the dungeon to light it up. So we can do that. Dirt and a cobblestone, we'll want to have access of both of those. We'll have our food supply available there, and that is our hotbar. So, not bad, I would say. And then we can just make an iron pickaxe. We'll do a bucket first. Taking a water bucket down into the mines, I think, is very useful. Oop. Now we have to modify our hotbar slightly to accommodate for that. No biggie. And we're almost to the iron pickaxe, and then we can get started on our strip mining a little bit, because I want to be able to actually find some good resources here in case that wasn't obvious for some reason. We're going to do a couple things real quick. We're going to make some more stone pickaxes because we're obviously going to be burning through these at a pretty quick rate. We'll use the wooden pickaxe first so that we can clear an inventory slot. We're going to grab these. We'll carry an iron, I guess. I can't imagine we'll find an immediate use for it. Yeah, we'll hold on to it. Like I said, I can't imagine we'll find an immediate use, but we'll have it just in case. And now we can start with our mining. Go, go, go. Really fascinating stuff, I know, by the way. Yeah, this is gonna take a little bit. We just need to get down to bedrock. That's basically it. Then we can go at around maybe Y10 or Y11 and look for diamonds, because getting armor of some kind is gonna be our priority. I know I just made an iron pickaxe in a bucket, but that is to help out with our survivability as well. The iron pickaxe could be useful to get better resources, so therefore I find it useful for our survivability. The gate is still closed. Okay, and you know what? Just for safety purposes, we may as well do that. Now we absolutely don't have to worry about anything getting in here. Although if they did somehow, then I would practically just let them have it, because you know what? Props to you. Probably pulled a Shadow Clone Jutsu on me or something. That's the only way I could see that reasonably happening. Alright. A Mecha Membrane keypad? Yeah, probably, Whomper. It probably would be a lot easier. I don't, though. As you can probably tell, I do not have... a disclaimer, as mentioned earlier, I do technically have a gaming mouse with additional inputs, but one, there are only two, and two, I don't know how to program them, so we don't have to worry about that getting in the way. Although we could theoretically program them to be a walk forward and a walk backward, in which case that would actually that is the kind of thing that would make this run a lot easier, because then I could run forwards and backwards and fight at the same time. But maybe that's something I look into if I absolutely am having a hard time, because that's still technically within... I just don't know how I feel about macros and things like that, because you could obviously you could macro some crazy stuff to where it would kind of get rid of the challenge of having to fight or without having to use one hand. But perhaps that's still within the realms of feasibility. Yeah, Carrot King, it is. You probably haven't seen my previous runs. This is my third attempt, but any combat with a monster basically ensures death for me. So it is somewhat scary. I'm somewhat jumpy. I don't play horror games, so if I all of a sudden get shot out of somewhere, you are going to see me practically leap out of my chair. So keep that in mind. But yeah, as you can tell, hardcore mode. You can't see my toolbar, which, you know, I had to fit the challenge thing somewhere so people knew what I was doing. So that is a sacrifice I had to make UI wise. But I made sure you guys could see my hunger and my health so that I'm not just taking damage and you have no idea how close I am to dying. But yeah, as you can probably tell from the title and the challenge description there, I am trying to beat Minecraft essentially playing with one hand. I've reprogrammed the main controls over here. I have toggles for sprint and crouch. I have auto jump on. I've given myself all the advantages I can to make up for the fact that I'm clearly doing something that's not very easy. But yeah, combat and building are extremely difficult, so that makes Minecraft quite a bit harder than you would expect. So yeah, that is what we're up to at the moment. But while I am mining, because I'm just trying to get down to a spot where I can find some resources that we can actually work with. Tell me about your day, guys. I would love to hear what you've been up to, if you've done anything interesting. I've just been watching anime all day, so I really have not done anything productive. This is actually the most productive thing all day, which is sad, but it's true. I'm going to be honest with you guys, but I hope you guys have done something more interesting and productive than I have. We'll say that. F3. Okay, we're down at 32. We're getting there. We're about halfway. Yeah, but for the longest time, I was wanting to watch Naruto because everyone was saying, oh, it's so good, it's so good. And I was watching it, but I kind of stalled out around episode 180 and just never picked it back up. But, I did some research into it because I wanted to get, everyone said, oh, Naruto Shippuden is better. And I thought, you know what? I do want to watch that because I have heard, I mean, my friend has watched it, obviously, and a bunch of other people have watched it, and they said, oh yeah, it's so much better. So I thought, maybe I can, I'm only about 40 episodes away from the end of the original Naruto run. Maybe I can just skip over what's left and skip to Shippuden. And a bunch of people on the internet have asked that, and everyone has said yes, so that's what I've done. So now I'm watching Shippuden, and I've watched way too much today, and I need help finding productive things to do, because I clearly have a problem. But all that rambling aside, I've enjoyed it at the very least. I don't know why I have my lights on, honestly. It's occurred to me that I normally have them for better lighting on my face, but this is my hands. We don't need better lighting for my hands, so I don't know why I have them on. Out of curiosity, just to save electricity, what does it look like if they're off? Okay, now we want them on. It helps light up my keyboard area a little bit, at the very least. Yeah, but disclaimer for you guys. I mentioned this very early on. Another thing, I'm making this almost like a Groundhog Day situation, to where I am playing with the same world. So while I lose all progress in a world if I die, I am allowed to use the same one. So that does give me some advantages, like as I discover things. For example, this is a base I just randomly found, a base spot I randomly found in the beginning. I have picked it again every single time because I like it, but I know that down here there is actually a zombie spawner. That's what killed me the first time around. So I'm able to use that knowledge to, oh, we're down to Deep Slate. That means we're close. We're probably at Y12 right now. No, 15. I was slightly off. Oh, arrows aren't bound to anything. Silly me. But yeah. So, while I'm not able to cheat and bring items over from I still have hardcore mode on, obviously, so I do have to start from scratch. I am able to use the knowledge of my previous runs to my advantage. And before you say, oh, that's cheating, that's what Minecraft speedrunners essentially do. They have one seed that they practice on, even though it can be procedurally generated as many times as they want, so I think I'm well within my bounds here. Okay. I think we want to go down as far as probably 11 or 10. I don't see a need to go any farther than that. We're at 11 right now, so we will just stop. We'll make this our strip mining area. And we'll start going this way. Although the deep slit's a little hard to break, obviously. Yeah, but we're gonna see how this works. So we have, oh, wait a second. We're eventually gonna put stairs in, so I'm going to want to scooch this all over one here. Just so that I don't block off one of them tunnels with my stairs. Come on. Mining deep slate is unfortunate. Oh! I stumbled upon iron. Nice, we needed that. We need to start making some armor, because I do want to go back to that zombie dungeon eventually and see if there's anything good in there, because I don't think I actually checked the chests when I went last time. Or maybe I did and there wasn't anything super useful. Maybe that's what happened. But, yeah, we're going to want to definitely get some iron before we try that again. Here we go. Because, yeah, last time I tried, a baby zombie came after me with an iron shovel, and he two-shot me. I'm not even kidding. Obviously, it's hardcore mode, so they do more damage anyway. But I feel like... Oh, I can hear the dungeon, because I can hear a zombie, and they don't spawn in walls, obviously. So I can tell we're near it. From what I remember, it's only slightly above where we are right now. So what we want to do is we want to light it up before it gets too full. So, for example, let's just dig up here. Yeah, I can hear it. It's really loud right here. We will see the cobblestone. Oh my gosh, yeah, it's so loud. Immediately as we've gotten here. If I can get in here fast enough, I'm willing to try to get it before getting armor. Just so that we can, because beforehand, it was an insane amount of zombies spawning and it was just unbearable, basically. Yeah, they have to be right over here. They are so loud. Yep, here they are. I don't have torches. Okay, we're gonna need those. Here's the thing, I don't hear baby zombies, which is a good thing. This block should theoretically be safe to break. It is, good. We can then do this. We are now safe. Oh, that's not bound to anything. I can do this. Now, granted, I can't see in there. But, it's something. Okay. I think we try this. We need to be able to see what's up there. Oh, there we go. Yes! That's exactly what we wanted. Okay. Behold, ladies and gentlemen. We have been able to get to a spot where this is safe. We can now sneak in here and light it up. Now, we can't get too close, because then they'll hit us, obviously. But now, at the very least, we can light up portions of the room, and ideally keep them from spawning more. Although, we may have to do more. As you can see... Oh, I'm shifted, so I can't open the chest. But there's some decent stuff in them, actually, from what I recall. Things like gunpowder, wheat... Not stuff that's super useful, admittedly, but stuff that can be used. Alright, we can do this. This gives us safe passage over here. This allows us to light up the other side of the room. I think we're safe from the zombie spawner now. I think. Now, granted, we will probably want to go make some armor before we do anything else. But this is progress. This is absolutely progress. This is farther than I got before. Just being able to get this thing to where we don't immediately die is progress. I think it is still probably spawning. Yeah, it is, but we don't really have to worry about it for now. We'll have to go in there and fully we'll have to get in there and fully light it up once we have armor, but there's no way I'm doing that until I have iron armor of some kind. Oh! Oh, this is actually kind of bad. Because, yeah, another thing I forgot to mention, because I actually forgot about it myself, this area is actually part of a mine shaft. So if I do this, we are actually safe in here. We're able to block off this lava. Getting very close. A little too close for comfort, but here we are. We now have a bit of a base of operations, if you will. Nothing perfect, but at the very least, it's a somewhat safe area in this mine shaft in which we can operate. Okay, and we can get rid of all this. Yeah, now we know that if we go through there, that's going to lead directly into the dungeon. There we go. There's no way I am doing anything else other than slabs for right now, because baby zombies are still a possibility. And that they are a run ender possibility. Although I will say, I actually can loot the chests right now. We do get music discs, which 2 of the same kind isn't great. But we do get another bucket, we get horse armor that we'll probably never need. We do get a golden apple, I forgot about that. Pumpkins, which could be good for automated food eventually, and more crucially, 4 iron. That is nice. 4 iron is quite a luxury. Because that's gonna get us a lot closer to our goal of iron armor. This area in here will probably be enough to get us the majority of our set, actually. So let's go ahead and do that. And yeah, 12. Combined with the 5 we have, that's 17. That's enough to make, what, I think 3... That's enough to make 3 of the pieces max. Yeah, because, yeah, now we have 18 total. That's enough to make us essentially... Yeah, that's enough to make us any 3 of the boots and helmet, and either the chest plate or the leggings. So, nice stuff. Absolutely. Bit of a mess of my inventory now. Let's go ahead and fix this somewhat. That. We can somewhat make this staircase a little easier to navigate. There we go. Okay. Let's go cook up this iron. Get ourselves... Let's just extend this 5 farther, just in case I find any more iron. Please don't break on me. Okay, we're fine. I will say we don't actually have torches, so this could theoretically spawn monsters now. Ignore what I said, we're patching it up. I can't light it up, so it's not worth having. It's too dangerous, actually. I mean, I can't take the risk. If you must understand, I can't take the risk. But man, auto jump really helps out here. Look at this. It's a bit more food consuming, obviously, than if we had stairs by now. But yeah, check this out. We can just take a nice little break, let our hands rest, and the game does the work for us. This is one of the few situations where I think auto jump is actually good. So yeah, we will roll with that, absolutely. And here we are. All right, give me iron. Why aren't you giving me iron? You need fuel? Oh, whatever. You don't need fuel. That's baloney. All right, go ahead and cook up 3 of those. We can go ahead and deposit some stuff, like we have tons of cobblestone, actually. We don't need that much on us. Diorite, bones. We will make a bow with what we have. We could also make a fishing rod. That could theoretically be good for food. Not the best food source, but it is something. Having a bow could be nice. We don't have anything to make arrows with yet, though. Because we haven't really run into gravel that I can remember. Or not any significant source of it. We'll need the golden apple on us basically at all times just to ensure we don't... That could potentially save a run. If we're lucky. So we'll definitely want to have that on us. Bread. This should be done cooking. It is. Go ahead and make the rest of this into charcoal. We'll have a few spare anyway. We can reorganize our inventory like so. The music discs can just go here, whatever. Dirt, cobblestone, andesite, horse armor. We don't need a lot of this stuff, frankly. This, I think, is a pretty good layout for our hotbar. This we can actually get rid of, because we should be safe. I thought I heard something. Okay, no, we're fine. I was absolutely mortified that there was something that was going to drop down on us, because that, like I said, that is a run killer. If a creeper drops down on us there, or if a baby zombie drops down on us there, that's basically a run killer. We'll just gather some berries. We need more food. But yeah, I'm probably going to be calling it somewhat soon. I can't, as much as I've been like, my recent streams have gone quite long, and as fun as those streams have been, I can't keep doing that because then it actually messes up my render schedule with my videos. So, and the longer it is, my computer could take upwards of 3 or 4 hours to render these. So I can't afford to do that at this point, unfortunately. So we'll probably have to call it around the regular time. But at the very least, would like to try to get some iron armor made. So we'll try to go until we get to that point, and then we will call it. I don't know where to rest my hand, because this is not a comfortable place to rest my hand, guys. I don't know what to do about this. This is not comfortable. Oh, by the way, I figured I would just mention this. For any of you who are interested in Tiramis, because since it's somewhat related to this content, obviously, and some of you, I think, have been interested in those videos previously, something you may find interesting is that we have finished recording episode 1 at this point. So all we're waiting on now is finishing up recording for the voice lines. I think I have 1 for the first episode or something like that. So that mine won't take too long to record, but there are other people who have voice lines, so we'll have to wait on them. And then Asher just has to do the editing, and then I think the video will be up. So if you guys are looking forward to that, I know I am. Hopefully you won't have to wait too much longer, because the hardest part is done. Pretty much. There may be some reshoots, but other than that, the hardest part's basically done. I don't know how many of these are left to cook in this cycle. Although it doesn't really matter, I guess. Oh no, that's it. Okay. I took the rest out, right. And yeah, this is enough. If I have enough for any 3... In fact, with the chestplate and leggings being mutually exclusive, I actually think I would prefer... I'm trying to remember the amount of armor points these give. Because is it worth making the helmet and boots and one of the other 2, as opposed to making just the chest plate and the leggings? I know I should know this. I absolutely should know this. The sad thing is I don't, and that's embarrassing. Let's make the chest plate first off, because that's one I know I want to make. Either way, I'm making it. And that gives us 3. Okay. That most likely means that the leggings would give 2.5, and the helmet and boots probably give 1 each, which will mean that I think making the leggings is probably the best bet. I think we do have the leather to actually make, yeah, we have the leather to make leather boots, so at the very least that'll get us an extra half point of armor blocking, so another extra 4% damage mitigation, and then we need 1 more for the leggings, and then we'll probably call it, because we're at a good spot to call it here. This run is going significant. This is the best run yet, just because I haven't immediately died yet. Now, granted, that could happen, but it hasn't yet. Okay, yeah, 2.5, exactly like I thought. Awesome! F5. Oh gosh, I almost used my left hand there. That would have ended the run. Oh my gosh, that would have freaked me out. That's why I need to keep my hand like this, because otherwise I will do it instinctively, because I always do F5 with my left hand. Look at us. We are rocking here. We look great. I'm going to have to rewatch the footage. I hope I didn't end my own run and didn't realize. You guys will have to let... I hope I didn't. I was getting complacent. I hope I didn't just immediately mess something up. Yeah, now I'm going to have to go back and watch that. Shoot. I may have ended my own run. Oh, we'll find out. But regardless, this has been the best run yet. Potentially ended by my own stupidity, but that is definitely something that is taken into consideration for all these things. So thank you guys for watching. I'm not going to go into F5 because I'm going to risk ending my own run again, because that would have been really stupid. I hope you guys enjoyed this. It's a little different than what I normally do, but I've been having fun with this challenge on my own recording recently, so I wanted to get a couple attempts on stream, just so you guys see what I'm working on. But yeah, until next time, this is Bloober Gamer signing off. I'm saluting. You guys can't see the side salute like that. There we go. God bless America. Oh wait, I'm not at the right screen. Hang on a second. Shoot. Why did I not have that at the right spot? God bless America.